happy already and you have started making really good use of your day. My name is Mavis Atodume, and for the purpose of today, we're going to kick off real quickly because there's a whole lot on the news this morning, and I would want us to really hurry up so that we can fix all of them in. There's so much, and I'm sorry to be the wearer of bad shoes this morning, but we've got a lot on our hands. Welcome to the program. I'd like to tell you that amidst Nigerians hungry, tired, angry, and fed up, the federal government is rejoicing this morning as they tell you and I that the GDP rate grew by 3.46% in the third quarter of 2024, and that unemployment rate has decreased to 4.3% in the second quarter of 2024. This is in the newspapers this morning. Welcome to Newspaper Reviews on Volt 104.3 FM. You can join us live on YouTube at High Voltage News. Please like, subscribe, and share. You'll be doing us a lot of favor. And let's just quickly take a look at the headlines this morning. The phone lines will be opened in just some minutes. Okay, let's just look around and I will start to take your calls because I need everybody to get on this morning. From the Premium Times, the first thing on the news is that suspected herders have killed 4 Enugu State farmers within 24 hours. And I'm sorry, this will be the second one this week because there were reports of this on Monday. I didn't want to talk about it because I had other things that were more pressing at the time. But this is getting quite serious. And by the time we're done this morning, you will see where all of this is coming from, because apparently the Lukarawas are not as weak as the federal government had us believe, according to what we have in the news this morning. But you'll get to it in a moment. All right. Resident kills 2 artisans mistaken to be armed robbers. That's quite unfortunate. Nigeria's unemployment rate drops to 4.3% in the second quarter of 2024, says the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. Yeah, the Bureau of Statistics this morning is telling us that unemployment rate has dropped to 4.3% in the second quarter of the year. Also, in the same news, Nigeria's GDP has grown by 3.46% by the third quarter of 2024. Also coming from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. These are very funny. I am not even going to. Let's just continue. We will begin the analysis much later, but let's move on. All right. Probably this is the much we should take from the Premium Times this morning. Let's move over to the Daily Post and see what is good over there. Breaking: Port Harcourt refinery commences production. If this place was where it was supposed to be, I'd probably be jumping up right now, but I'm not. All right, so but that's what's up this morning on the news. Port Harcourt refinery commences production. This is true? Has it really? I don't know, but this is what it is. All right, let's continue. Why Nigerians are poorer amid the GDP growth, says economists. Now, I've seen so many things being defended in this country, but the numbers, the mathematics, it's not adding up. Come on, don't do this. Why are we doing this? Why are we like this? What's with the propaganda and the lies? Why are we doing that? How? When was the last time someone around you celebrated an employment? When was the last time someone around you got a job? Okay, we will get to it. Okay, moving on the Daily Post this morning, CBN is sabotaging Tinubu's government effort, says Rep member Uguru. All right, let's look around and see if there's more. All right, coming from Doyin Okukpe, 2027, it may not be Tinubu, but power cannot return to the north. Okay. If only these predictions were true or something. I mean, you're talking to us. you're talking to us. Anyways, Dangote Petrol, Nigeria's fuel price may crash to 900 naira per liter by Yuletide, says marketers. All right, that's maybe a little bit of good news, but I still need you people to press on it. All right, you can do it. You can do it. Press on it. Push it down. Push it down. 900 naira. We're not excited. Put it down. You can do that. You can do it out of the goodness of your heart, apparently. It's not like anything is going to happen. Apparently, y'all can come around that and not break your backs. So please put it down. 900 naira. We're getting somewhere, but we're not anywhere. So keep pushing. We need it down as low as ever. 900 now. All right, we still need more hands on deck to make sure that we will not stop screaming about it. Nigeria's purchasing petroleum at 900 naira. No, you're not doing us any favors. No. All right, put it down. Okay, so let's continue to look at it. Have we tried a punch? Okay, let's look at the punch. They are ready. The Lukarawas, federal government plans more troops as sect spreads in the north. The federal government plans more troops as sect spreads in the north. I remember the Senate calling our attention to they actually named numbers. They said that the members of Lukarawas were just 200 and that the nation needed not to worry about their presence in the country. And that is not what the federal government is saying today. It's not been up to 2 weeks that the National Assembly made this assessment of the Lukarawas. And you're wondering why they're killing security personnel in Abia State. You're wondering why farmers are being attacked all over again in Enugu like it ever stopped in the first place. Why do we like to sweep things under the carpet as a people? Where has that ever taken us? Why are we making a bunch of people happy just to make the much number of us depressed from your carelessness? All these are in very bad taste. Can you imagine the kinds of stories that are coming out from our nation on a regular Tuesday morning? These things are a regular Nigerian lifestyle. On a regular Tuesday morning, I'm telling you all of this. And tomorrow, there will be no accountability to the things that I have told you today. And the stories will continue to run into each other. They will continue to intermingle with each other. And we will continue to circle ourselves in this rut that is overtaking everyone. When I get to our investigated stories, by then I would have opened up the phone lines so that you can express your thoughts on some of these stories and tell me why there is no respect for the Nigerian intelligence in terms of respecting her ability to receive information, because this is something that we do not let our politicians understand. We tell them that the Nigerian mentality, that's the mind of the average Nigerian, is a plaything. So now they get to tell us whatever they want, no matter how sarcastic, how ridiculous, how mocking it is. It will come out. Nobody cares, When I was, much younger, we used to hear that white people would sue companies because they send them the wrong colors of clothes. You know how pompous? Old ladies sending back their orders and suing the companies because they send them the wrong order, or probably they send the wrong color or the wrong size. And when some of those people were asked, they would say things like that, the company had caused them some mental stress. So the Nigerian people, our government doesn't care about our intelligence or our mental state or our mental health. And I'm sorry to say that. We have never asked them to put such things into consideration. And I guess that's why some of the things that I'm seeing here this morning are in the news. Moving on, state tackles NNPCL over extra 1 trillion naira subsidy payment. So today we're paying, tomorrow no, the next day just 1 trillion. It's all confusing. It's all confusing. 1 trillion. Only God knows what's going on over there at the NNPCL. Only the invisible can tell us now at this point what it is that's really going on at the NNPCL. All right, let's see if there's a little more. Don't forget that Davido has received a great lot of bashing from Nigerians, especially from the political class or the elites. According to them, Davido had demarketed Nigeria. And you would ask me what he said. He only said that Nigerians, an oil producing country, and the people in Nigeria are buying oil and buying petroleum products more expensive than most countries who don't even have any resources close to what we have as regards to oil and gas. And he mentioned that the poverty was beginning to grab one by the knees. He went into details as to why people didn't want to come here because the place was really unconducive. Insecurity and so many things, businesses packing up and shutting down, people hungry, no electricity, so many things that's going wrong. And people have Nigerians, you will think we're not all in this together. Nigerians are bashing him for it, for demarketing the country. And of course, we've seen an administration that fights things they call anti-Tinubu statements, and then they put you away, or you go to court, or you're sued. And one wonders, are we not supposed to criticize this government? Or are we supposed to all clap and pretend everything is okay? Because Aline Dume lost his office as chief whip of the APC for daring to call the president's attention to the conditions of the nation. And the problem with all of this situation is that they get angry at people who say it and then come back and reiterate it themselves and say, oh, we know that things are terrible. If you know that things are terrible, why can't I say it? Yeah, if you do understand that things are terrible, if you do take accountability to the fact that your policies are very impoverishing in practice, if you can admit that, what's so wrong that I say it? Because I'm the one who is actually feeling it. Did you know that the Senate from Enyinaya Abaribe told us yesterday that the National Assembly did not know about the presidential private jet? We are not even 2 years into this government, and the level of abnormalcy that has come out from this place is unbelievable. Under this administration, the PDP is in cahoots with Wike, who is still a very strong member of the PDP and a very active member of the APC administration. One of the highest offices in this administration is being occupied by a PDP member. And it is as unconstitutional as possible, but it is taking precedence in this government and nobody's saying anything. The PDP has refused to settle on the appropriate day for the executive meetings because they cannot decide yet if Wike is a member of PDP or APC. And APC is not worried in this regard whatsoever. And of course, nobody wants to admit the implications of this particular one leg in, one leg out. Not even out. One leg there, one leg on the other side. Nobody wants to talk about what that move actually is about, because it does have implications whether you want to believe it or not. Whether the PDP is aware of it or refusing to admit it, we don't know. But the truth is that that particular move, it says so much. All right, it says so much. So accept what it's saying is what you people are trying to make us understand. Then I believe that that situation should have been fixed by now. All right, let's see if there is a little more. EFCC places Obaseki on watch list, begins contracts probe. All right, that wouldn't be so bad. That's as much as we can take on the newspaper reviews. That's from the dailies. This morning, I'll take you straight to our investigated stories, where the real gist mostly is that the phone lines are officially open. You can call in to be a part of the program. Share your thoughts and views with me this morning on any of these numerous heartbreaking headlines this morning. Okay, join me 0706 048 5853. Okay, you can also call 0915 570 8347. Now please keep your comments clean, simple and civil so that we don't add fuel to already burning fire. Okay, also you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message if you don't want to talk. Good morning. Okay. Hang on. Right. Good morning. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Angelus. I'm calling from Akwan.
Angel Lucy, welcome.
Yeah, in the newspaper review, I so much appreciate what David do. But you know, in this our country, we don't like we don't like to. And the David did not say anything contrary to the government. But you think things that are not putting in place in the country. So for them prosecuting to do and taking a look at well from the NNPC it's not still a helping matter. What I really want to say is that we really need to, you know, inculcate subsidy. We need to go back to subsidy because this removal of subsidy, they the move, have skyrocketed inflation in the society, and this is affecting the poor people. So it is affecting the rich, but the rich are not feeling it the way they are feeling it.
I'm with you.
So, if they were able to, the president, the authority, they have to take into the impact the work of the government. And looking at Mr. Well, we said that we are democracy. So democracy is an institution where you can, to grant authority. So if you're a member of PDP and SDP and they are that is their own political, either social political propaganda or political purposes. So that's what I want to give on this.
Thank you, Angel. All right, have a really great day out there. Okay, so why insist on? I've told you before, I want to come here someday and tell you some really good news, tell you some news that will change our lives for good, probably change some of our situations for better. But I have news for you, let me tell you, from our investigated stories this morning. Okay, I'm trying to find a way to throw it at you, okay? All right, breaking news. Nigeria's unemployment rate decreased to 4.3% in the second quarter of 2024, says the NBS. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You see, I always say, if one's head will remain correct until he joins APC.
Please tell us your name and location before you continue.
I'm Obi Anakletus. I'm calling from Maryland.
You're welcome.
The attack on the video that he said that he cannot advise anybody to invest in Nigeria with this present economic situation has nothing wrong in that statement. How many companies have folded up because of this economy? Okay, him because his father invested in Nigeria, invested in power plants. The investment was not done today and not in this present economy. If the economy had been like this, the Adeleke wouldn't have invested there now.
True.
So they should not be attacking, defending what they cannot defend. APC have been sitting on defense line since they are best defenders in the world.
There's a lot of thank you very much, my good friend. Thank you for calling the show. There's a lot of defending going on. You would think that, they would get to work, but it's steady on the defense. It's steady on the defense with these guys. We don't know what's going on. Let's see. Breaking news. I will not rest until Nigerians feel my impact of leadership, says Bola Tinubu. All right. I'm also going to say that in the same statement from the Vanguard News this morning. I am excited by economic growth, says President Tinubu. So we are all speaking very different languages here. Okay, from the Channels News this morning, more borrowing needed despite improved revenue by some agencies, says Wale Edun. This is him talking to the Senate as to why more borrowing is needed. I've never heard such callous statements, such callous words, such careless language than this. More borrowing needed. Are you people listening to yourselves? More borrowing needed despite improved revenue. You just told us yesterday that you're saving $20 billion by not paying subsidies, and you need to borrow more. What for? Why? Make it make sense. The National Assembly doesn't know that the president needed a new jet and they didn't approve. They weren't even told. So the whole jet hula baloo was some random movement, that was from a personal account, apparently. So is this government, are we still doing the same thing? I know that democracy has always been shaky. It's had its challenges over the years, but I think we're taking it to the next level now. What are we doing like this? We need to watch out about that. You can join me live on YouTube this morning. It's High Voltage News. Please like, subscribe, and share. You can call live into the studio to share your thoughts on any of these stories that we are reviewing this morning. 0706 048 5853. Also call 0915 570 8347. Just in, Government of Nigeria to investigate civil servants receiving salaries from abroad. Okay, so maybe you might not understand these headlines, but it means that all of you who do remote jobs, all of you who work from home online, you work for foreign companies, you do whatever businesses that you are doing with these foreign companies with your remote jobs and affiliate marketings and all of that. The government is saying that they are about to look into your salaries that you're being paid from those foreign companies. Welcome to taxation. All right, moving on from the cable this morning. Okay, so the unemployment rate has decreased to 4.3% in the second quarter of 2024. I don't know if the young people in Nigeria also, they've heard these headlines. I'm talking about those of them who left the university, graduated, did their youth service. I'm talking from, let's take it from 2020 till now. It's just about 4 years, right? Okay, so do you people agree that you all have jobs now? Okay, at least, or maybe perhaps a good number of you are employed, gainfully employed right now, because the statistics, the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, it's either you took your research from somewhere else, or we're not living in the same country. But this is not okay. All right, the propaganda and the way you are pressing information on us is a little too much. It's very disrespectful what you're telling us here. All right. The content of this headline is very disrespectful. Like, we don't live here. You are talking about our experiences like we don't know that it's happening. You're telling us about our lives. And you're putting this out in print, in the media. The foreign world is looking at us like we're making sense. You're making this statement, and I'm sure when you go outside of here in your great big meetings and world-class global meetings, you tell them these things too. And I don't understand why a government needs to lie. All right, if these policies were in our best interest, why are we lying about our real situation? If you said that we needed to suffer, if you are saying that we needed to be in this bad position to get to the right place, why are you lying about it? Why do we all need to pretend like we are not in a bad place? Like, it's like we're being encouraged to act like everything is okay. You know, it's the hush hush, don't say anything. If you say something, you get into trouble. Why are you trying to impose fear on the people? Why are you abusing our rights to actually speak out and see if we can get some attention from you people? Because that is the point of all of this. We are talking about these things so that we can get some attention from you. Davido did not go on that podcast and then said these things to demarket Nigeria. No, it's so that you can hear it and understand the plight of the people, because apparently you are disconnected. You are not here with us. It seems you're not in our reality at all. You don't see how empty the streets are. You don't see how there is no food in our marketplace. You don't hear that these terrorists and these bandits and these terrible people are harassing the people in our farms and burning the places and taking over. You're not listening to all of this. So how do you put together the harm, the terrible things that have happened here, and then the results you're bringing out? You're giving these loud numbers of returns. You're giving loud numbers of savings that you are making from denying Nigerians basic amenities. And yet, your representatives are telling us that you need to borrow even more money. And this is just after a few weeks ago that we were told that the average Nigerian is owing 600 plus thousands of naira in average in Nigerian national debt. And we have Wale Edun saying that we need to borrow more. And this is him telling the Senate that we need to borrow more. The power of the federal government is too much. Let the states take charge, says Gambiri. Is that possible? Is that possible? Or the governors are also chilling and letting all of this happen? Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Angel calling back.
All right, you're welcome back.
Yeah, this investigation or whatever you are revealing, man, how can Nigeria will have 20 billion savings from the money they realize when they off the country? And they are still including that they are going to borrow from international bank. What type of statement is that? Are we moving forward? Are we moving backward?
I'm asking.
Our leaders, what are they teaching the young people in the society? What are they teaching the youth? What are they teaching the upcoming generation, the bright future of Nigeria? If Nigeria is going forward and Nigeria is going backward, I don't really understand. How can you have a 20 billion US dollars saved? You don't want to use that to implement infrastructure where the youth can work. Now, you were able to telling us that the unemployment rate has reduced to 4%. Now, what are the things the foundation you are laying down so that will also have more reduced unemployment. Now, the students are graduating, every day we have about 20,000 or 60,000 graduates
Every year.
So what they have learned in school, where can they implement it? I don't, but I don't really understand. So it's crazy. So what I'm saying is that if Nigerians have saved 20 billion, let them use it and build a infrastructure. Let them use it and develop, find something that the youth can benefit. Let us have more employment than unemployment. So thank you.
Thank you, Angel. This thing about monies and how they are flying around in this country, maybe it's time that we employed other means of securing our national money, because in this country, snakes have stolen our monies before, swallowed our money. You know, we don't want to talk about the real Nigerian financial problems. In this country, snakes have stolen from us. You know, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome. Hello. Your name and location, please.
Okay, this is Chigozie. I come from Enugu.
You're welcome, Chigozie.
Okay, let me comment on the Davido stuff.
Okay.
It's surprising.
Are you there? Okay, Chigozie, you might have to call us back. Something happened with your line there, but I think it's something to do with your network. Please try to call back 0706 048 5853. You can also call 0915 570 8347. One wonders if fighting for Nigerians is the right thing to do sometimes, considering how we react when we are told the truth about our real situation. Good morning.
Yeah, it's Chigozie. I call back.
All right, you sound way better. Welcome.
Yeah. So I was saying, I don't know why our leaders in all levels hate criticism.
Okay.
Yeah, because criticism should be one of your tools to work with. You know, if people complain about a particular thing, you look at it from objective point of view and see how you improve. Even though I understand that not all criticism are good ones.
Of course.
Some are from point of hatred, but some are also from points of concern. What Davido talked about in that podcast should actually be a wake-up call to the government. So this how the people, because to be frank with you, these people are disconnected with the average person.
I agree.
Don't know. I was listening to this program on Channels TV. This is in my view also.
Yeah.
I saw the lady on hijab, how she was visibly angry with Davido for saying that.
Yeah.
How would you feel that way? You know what Davido did is act like a bridge between the common person and the government.
But you just explained how a common person, an average Nigerian who was also sitting there, became angry.
There's no lie in what he said. We've tried that. I have my friends that are into businesses here in Nigeria, not even in outside country.
Okay.
Here in Nigeria, you put in money to start up a business. I'm telling you, after 2 months, you would have become poorer. You won't have up to that amount again. It's not as if you are spending extravagantly or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if they are not taxing you, they are changing policies up and down. You sell a particular, my mom yesterday was telling me, now those people that store the red oil, that they cashed out now, that the price has gone up.
Yeah.
And I was now telling her, okay, they'll still go and buy another one and sell now.
Store, yeah.
So everybody is getting poorer. And someone was bold enough to come out and say, this is what we are facing, and you people are attacking him from different fronts.
That's the problem. So how do you save the Nigerian people? When we have situations like this, if our situation is so bad that someone like Davido can talk about it, why were other Nigerians fighting that statement? That's what I'm shocked about.
I'm also shocked. I'm just surprised.
It's really shocking.
Yeah, why would, like, this is something that is affecting every one of us. Even if you feel that you are comfortable now, believe me, you are poorer. People are facing a whole lot every day. You still go to social media and see people defending what I don't understand.
Oh yes, oh yes,
you know?
oh yes.
Then I heard you talking about that the Bureau of Statistics said that who got the job, where, like from where.
I
don't
have no
understand
idea.
how. Like,
have no idea.
nobody. I have friends. I have people. Nobody has got.
I've not heard.
This is, this government is tricky. They may have started influencing our National Bureau of Statistics.
But I mean, what is surprising?
To give us data that may not be true.
What
because
is surprising?
They're supposed to trickle down to us, the common people. We will see the effect. We will see the changes. Things are still adding money. Yesterday, I just wanted to buy puff. The girl was saying 200 naira one.
It's not a joke. These things, they say them, it's funny, but it's not a joke. One egg is going for 250. And farmers are saying that it will still go up. Are we going to be comfortable with a Nigeria that we're buying egg for 300 naira? Everybody is quiet.
You can imagine. You can imagine. And some of them, the likes of Omokri or whatever, will start advising you should go and start producing your own eggs.
Oh yeah, sure.
You just, anyway, sir, I just hope that God will help us, and then we'll have more people being bold enough to speak out. Because the problem is that most of us, we don't speak out. Especially the people that their voices can be heard. They don't speak, they just keep mute. I know the time of Goodluck Jonathan, how everybody was speaking. Everybody was talking. Everybody was bold enough. But now nobody is talking. If you talk, they will almost want to bully you and stuff like that. May God help us.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chigozie, for sharing your thoughts with us this morning. It's a crying shame. All right. The Senate, you remember when Godswill Akpabio, in his benevolence, advised us to make ourselves available where we see free food, that actually came out from the mouth of the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He advised Nigerians to make themselves available for where they see free food. And from what I can see from here, that might be the case of so many people this Christmas. There was a screenshot of a ticket from GUO. It's a transport company, and it was supposed to show the ticket fare from Lagos to Enugu here. And what we saw was about 58,000 naira to get yourself from Lagos to Enugu. And we are wondering how this would translate during the merry season. Good morning to you.
Baby, good morning.
I greet you. Good morning, sir.
Okay, from Abana Road.
You're welcome.
I don't know where to start, maybe. The last caller said that we are keeping quiet. What can we do? He talks about when Jonathan was there, how many people were speaking out. Those things that we said then could have been meaningless, if not that the opposition then came together, headed by this Tinubu of a man. I'm telling you, it's not even because of what we were saying then that removed Jonathan. No. And we now compare Jonathan's administration with what we are seeing today.
It's a far-fetched.
They are incomparable. Jonathan is a saint compared with the Tinubu.
Oh my God, Jonathan is a saint. Oh my.
Yeah. So we expect the opposition to come together. They say divided we fall, united we stand. The opposition have decided to divide themselves. When these three giants, Atiku, Peter Obi, and Kwankwaso, decide to split themselves, what do we expect? You see, Tinubu knew where he was going then. That man is too crafty. He knew he couldn't have removed Jonathan by himself alone. He went and ganged up others.
So all those people that ganged up with him, aren't they seeing the difference now? Why are they not trying to gang up against him as well?
But that's the point I make. What I'm saying is that those people like Atiku, P2, and Kwankwaso, these are people that are supposed to come together.
Okay.
If they had stayed together like they did in 2019, people wouldn't have gotten this 2024 at all. They went and split themselves. Look at, if you heard what the other one of the APC person said yesterday, that they got that Tinubu came to power with the smallest percentage of votes in history, which is still 37%. Is it not failure? But he became president with 37% votes of this country. Whereas other governors, other presidents were getting more than 60% votes. So I blame squarely on our opposition. The earlier they come together, the better. If you look at some of these developed nations like US and UK, they have two dominant political parties. Of course, and that makes it very strong. Any ruling party that is not doing well, it becomes easy and easier for the opposition to take over immediately.
Okay, but I have a question for you, Mr. Okay, because now we have seen the situation with PDP, all right? With this, their situation and almost romance with APC. What is the state of PDP at the moment? Can you tell us from your point of view?
What Tinubu did then, they did not continue with the existing political parties. I'm not expecting Atiku to be and to continue with PDP, with Labour Party, or with the ANPP. No, they should their own new political party and have a kind of measure. The type that APC had there. Because you remember that APC came to Buhari's own political party, that of the West, ACN or whatever they were calling themselves there. NCC. They came up with a new political party called APC. And then they were able to muster enough power. So there is no way, even if there is no way you can organize PDP again, it's not possible.
Really?
No, it's no longer possible now because remember that the one adage says that he who pays the piper, he pays the truth. The person that is financing PDP is weak. But let me tell you the truth. I have to give it to him. The man is not minding that he's mysterious. Would you remember that all those people at Tiku and the rest of them, they jettisoned the PDP when PDP needed them now and joined the APC. I don't know whether they remember. All of them abandoned the PDP, abandoned the Wike, abandoned the Jonathan, and went to APC. When they thought that Buhari was going to do only one tenor. Unfortunately to them, including our brother Amechi, which has many of them, they went to APC, abandoned. So now, when they went there and discovered that Buhari was not going for one tenor, they decided to go back. And at that time they left, it was only this wicked that stood his ground, was financing PDP there. So the best these people can do is to go and float a new political party. Come together. Removing this man in 2027 will be very easy for them.
Will be very easy, you say?
Huh?
You say it will be very easy.
Very easy because the people, let me tell you, the type of vote, those people who voted Tinubu in 2023, 50% of them will not vote him in 2027. They will.
You believe this because we're looking at people fighting other Nigerians for speaking the truth about this place.
No, that's when you talk. I tell the people that Reagan, they leave me. Yes, I've been involved in an election right from during the military. And the type of election, let me tell you, they said 2023 was right. Many people have that opinion. But I'm telling you that if you had seen what happened in 2007, oh, good God. There was nothing like it. You know that in 2003, I was still going there to guess to vote. When my friend man told me, where are you going? He said, where are you going? I told him I was going to vote. He said that I should come and listen. That was around 4
in the evening.
Man, they gave me that small phone and I started listening to the election results.
Oh.
While the election was still going on against secondary school or Canaan and other places, or what are we talking?
Oh.
So it was so bad like that. The same thing repeated itself in 2007. That was why Yaradua had to tell us the truth that the election that got him was
after 2007. That's true.
A fraudulent one. So to me, 2023 election was not as bad as people think it was. It's not.
Most people consider it to be the most credible elections ever held in this country. I don't know.
No, I don't see that's not the most credible because that of Humphrey Woods was far better.
Okay.
Yes, because he used option A for it was so glaring. Reading it was very almost impossible. But apart from that, that of Humphrey Woods and that of 1999, of course, the one from 2003 to 2019. Maybe the next is too late. Otherwise, people who were involved then will tell you that they will stay in somebody's house, write the result, send it to INEC with a brown envelope, and they'll just call it and do nothing.
I hear you. I hear you.
The best we can have now is to come together. If you say you are rigging, let me tell you, rigging has a very limit. And the good thing I now like about the election this time is that those things are done, collected at state level, and then the resident electoral commissioners are required to come to Abuja. So it's not like what they were doing before, where the whole thing, the INEC chairman will just stay there and read up results where you do not know where he got it. So let people, I don't like to for anything. If these people fail to come together, we're in trouble. I'm telling you the truth, we're in very big trouble. Look at saying that the unemployment has gone down to, you don't know what is 4.3%.
All right, Mr. Okay, I have to let you go because my time is up. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I appreciate you for calling. This is amazing. I like when you all try to express yourselves because some of the things that I'm telling you are not, really exciting like that. But before I go, I have to also say that in the news this morning were POS operators and Nigerian commercial banks. It's a big complaint what you people do with us. We deal with all of your troubles, we deal with all of your mental harassments, but the way you handle Nigerians and our finances during the festive seasons, I am calling you all out this morning. You've been on the news and we're asking you to please obey the contracts that we, your customers, have with you. I'm talking to the bankers now. And whatever arrangements that you have with the POS people, maybe it's time that you begin to reconsider those arrangements. Or Nigerians are beginning to think of alternatives that will not favor both parties. I'm talking the banks now and the POS operators. You are giving Nigerians a lot to think about, a lot to worry about, and it cannot be allowed to continue. So I'm asking the CBN to look into why we, the customers, cannot access our money and we have to go buy them back from the POS operators. We are asking you all to get behind this and fix this as soon as you can. This is where I'll leave you this morning. Join this program every weekday 9 a.m. till 10. It's High Voltage on YouTube, and also you can save our numbers to call us or report any information that you think that we need to know about. Try to be a good person to yourself and to the people around you so that we can try to reduce some of this madness that is almost engulfing all of us. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Be nice to each other. Have a good morning. I am Mavis.